Let's bring in Robin Hayes, CEO of JetBlue. And Robin, we were going to start off by talking first about your results. We'll get to that in a bit. I first want to get your reaction to some news that we just learned from the FAA, and I'm sure you were alerted to this earlier today, that the FAA, working with AT&T and Verizon, they've come to an agreement to have better precision in terms of mapping the buffer zones around airports for 5G. This means that more airplanes, more airports will be open without worries about the 5G issues, and there will be more 5G towers that the wireless carriers will be able to turn on. This has been a heck of a, 3 weeks, 4 weeks working through this issue.
Yeah, good morning, Phil. And yeah, it's very good news. I mean, it's an iterative process, this. I mean, there is no reason why 5G and aviation can't coexist perfectly safely. But to do that, you've got to dive into some really important details by airport, by tower, by aircraft type, by altimeter type. And that work's underway. And as we get more information, this is great because it's going to allow more airplanes to operate in a way that we're used to.
Now let's shift gears and talk about the results that you reported yesterday for the fourth quarter. Look, you said it at the time that Omicron was going to have an impact on the fourth quarter, and it did. Your cancellations have come down since you first brought down your schedule in the early part of January. Do you feel like you're positioned now? I know it's going to be tough for the first couple of months here, but positioned for 2022 to grow?
Oh, for sure. I mean, it's... we're seeing the recovery of the business really take hold as quickly now as we saw the problems as we entered into this wave of COVID just before the holidays. So, yeah, it's largely behind us. You know, our staffing has returned to normal levels. Thankfully, most of our crew members are now back at work, and people are booking trips. So it was a very fast-moving wave, and the impact on travel, I think, mirrored exactly what we saw with the case counts. They rose very quickly, and then they come down very quickly.
Robin, how do you feel about your unit costs in the first quarter and dealing with inflation?
Yeah, so, you know, cost is a very important area of focus for us. It has been for a number of years. For us to succeed as a low-cost carrier, offering lower fares than our competitors, we have to make sure that our cost structure can support that. And we guided on our call yesterday for the year 1 to 5% in terms of what we expect our unit costs to grow this year. And frankly, Phil, a large part of that is related to the cost of our alliance with American Airlines in the Northeast, where we are just increasing the number of flights that we have in the Northeast. So, for example, compared to 2019, where we had about 200 flights a day in the summer out of the New York airports, this summer it will be 300. These are higher cost airports. It does impact our cost structure, but our team is doing a great job offsetting a large part of that with other initiatives. So we're very focused. We're going to stay very focused on costs. In Q1, they were higher, largely because of some of the additional costs linked to our cancelled flights and also covering flights by paying our crew members a lot of overtime to cover for those that were off sick with COVID.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.